Welcome to Ladder Decks, where we discuss all sorts of decks being played in Hearthstone Standard Ranked mode. Before we get started today, though, I just want to say something I haven't said before at all, and that is, if you enjoy the videos I'm making, you know, it would help out a whole lot if you just like or favorite or follow or all the above. Even leave comments, that's good too. It doesn't just help me in terms of like financially, because I'm not making any money off this shit yet anyway, but mostly it just tells me what people want to see, you know. So I see these Ladder Decks videos are some of the most popular videos I've been making so far, so it just sort of steers me in the right direction. So if you can do that on videos you like and enjoy, I'd be really appreciative. So, on to the deck. Today we are going to be talking about Miracle Rogue, which is a very complex deck to play, not easy at all. As always, before we get started, I like to talk about the new cards that have come into the set. First up, we have Shadow Strike. It is a 3-mana spell that says deal 5 damage to an undamaged character. It's a pretty amazing card. It's probably one of the most efficient removal cards in the game. It's the only card in the game that deals 5 damage. Even with the condition of it being an undamaged character, it's still an amazing card for 3 mana. It's just a great card. There's not much else to say about it. Next up, we have Zariel Poisoned Mind. I know some people like to pronounce it Zariel, whatever. I like Zariel. I don't care how it's pronounced. That's how I'm pronouncing it. So anyway, this is a cool legendary. I really enjoy this card. It's a 3/2 minion for 4 mana that has a battle cry and a death rattle of add a random toxin card to your hand. I know these, I'm not going to show these toxin cards, but I'll go through them real quick. They each cost 1 mana, and they do things that other cards pretty much already do in the game. One is return a friendly minion to your hand. It costs 2 less, and that's the Blood Thistle Toxin. A Briarthorn Toxin is give a minion +3 attack. Fade Leaf Toxin, give a friendly minion stealth until your next turn. Fire Bloom Toxin, deal 2 damage, and King's Blood Toxin, draw a card. So there are a lot of cool things you can do in combination with the cards you get from Zariel with different rogue decks, and this one in particular. Those are the new cards that are of any significance to this deck from Whispers of the Old Gods. Now let's get into the deck. So here's the list. As you can see, it's a pretty standard deck list. This is the Leroy Jenkins version. Some people play a Malagos version. More recently, I've been playing a Questing Adventurer version, which is, I don't know, I haven't tried it. Whatever, you can try it if you want. Doesn't seem as good to me, but who knows? I'm gonna go through and talk about probably the most important cards, important cards in the deck, and highlight some cards. So this deck pretty much revolves around Gadgetzan Auctioneer as its main win condition, to allow you to draw through your deck and get to the cards that you can combo to win the game. So it's primarily a combo deck. It's kind of control-y, but mostly it's a combo deck. So Gadgetzan Auctioneer is a 6-mana 4/4 minion that says whenever you cast a spell, draw a card. So obviously there's a lot of spells in this deck, a lot of cheap spells, ways to make spells cheap with prep, you know, making a spell cost 3 less. So the idea is to play this on 6 or 7, 6 if you have a coin or a prep, and then start playing spells and drawing cards. Ideally you want to get at least 1 conceal to be able to hide the Auctioneer for the next turn, so you can really start going through your spells and really start running through your deck. But you know, sometimes you can get a few spells off the turn that you play it. What you want to do, at the very least want to conceal it if you play it on 6. So like prep conceal or something like that. Anyway, or coin conceal if you've got one from like the Tomb Pillager, or if you've saved it from the beginning of the game. Let's talk about conceal. This deck is running 2 of them. It's a pretty important card. Some decks don't run 2 of them, some run 1, which I find a little less consistent. So I like running 2, although it can be a really dead card if you get 2 of them in your hand early on. So there's that to worry about. But anyway, so conceal is 1-mana spell, give your minions stealth until next turn. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's mostly for the Gadgetzan, but you can also use it in conjunction with just building a big board, you know, building like a big Van Cleef, and then using Cold Blood on something you've got out there, and then stealthing it so you can do a big burst attack for the next turn. And speaking of Van Cleef, you know, he's a legendary 3-mana 2/2, get combo, gain 2/2 or +2/+2 for each card played earlier this turn. This is also another win condition of the game, though. If you're playing against decks that don't really have hard removal, you can go ahead and spend a bunch of spells like early on in the game, like turn 3 or 4 if you can, and make a big Van Cleef, and then you just win the game, like against Zoo or something that just can't deal with it, or like aggro Shaman or something that just has a really difficult time dealing with a big minion early on. So next up we have Tomb Pillager, which I don't know, figured it was an honorable mention. It's a cool card, it's powerful. This card you want to be able to use for your sort of mid game. You want to get this out and be able to protect yourself and deal damage as well, and also has the added benefit of the death rattle of add a coin to your hand, so just extra fuel for the Gadgetzan Miracle turn. Let's just talk about how to play the deck. Like I said initially, it's a very hard deck to play. Don't get discouraged if you lose with it a lot to begin with, because it's not super straightforward. So the mulligan stage, there's no hard set rules of what you're looking for. It depends on the deck you're playing. If you're playing more controls decks, you can kind of be a little slower with the cards you have in your hand. You can even keep Gadgetzan in your hand. If you're playing faster decks, you probably want more of the early game removal stuff. Your backstabs, Shiv, your Fan of Knives, Shadow Strike, maybe even your Earthen Ring Farseer, or maybe even your Van Cleef. Like I've said, if it's a class or a deck that you know that doesn't have any hard removal, you know, so you can get that early Van Cleef and just win the game right there. So mulligan is not simple. It takes a while to feel out and understand what's going to work best. Obviously you don't want to keep things like Conceal in your hand most of the time. Maybe sometimes, I don't know. I'm no expert at this deck by far, so I just want to state that. You know, I played it and I definitely had some success with it, but I'm definitely no Miracle Rogue master. The idea is to stall out the early game until you can get to your Gadgetzan, cycle through your deck, get your cards that will help you burst a big damage in one turn. And usually when that happens, you win the game. It's very rare. Not rare, but if you can get your Gadgetzan out and you can get a big cycle turn, you usually win. Not always, but usually. For the mid game to help stall things out, and you want to be playing like your Tomb Pillagers, your Azure Drakes, that also helps you, you know, deal more damage with your removal spells. It also helps you cycle through your deck some more. The Tomb Pillager, obviously, like I said before, you can get a coin out of it, and it's also just decent stats for the mana, for sure, 5/4. Should contest most things that people play on the board around that time. And really, at the end of the game, like I said, you just want to be able to set up a board either preemptively with a Conceal, be able to do a lot of burst damage in one turn, or if you've got their life total down far enough, you can just like burst out with Leroy Jenkins or something like that, you know. But basically, I mean, those are the win conditions of the deck. Is like your Gadgetzan and cycling, or a big Van Cleef early on, and or just burst damage at the end, you know. And you can burst damage, you know, with your Leroy, with minions that you've stealthed the turn before and added Cold Blood to, and if you've got, you know, your Eviscerates and stuff like that still, all that stuff can help. That's basically the deck and how to play it. But like I said before, like this deck is very complicated. There's a lot of decisions you need to make. You need to be thinking a lot of turns in advance. It constantly changes, really, depending on what your opponent does. It's not a simple, straightforward deck to play, for sure. A lot of times with Fan of Knives, you're not going to get any value off of it in terms of its damage potential. A lot of times you just play it to cycle cards. So don't be afraid to do that. Don't be afraid to use your SI agents to just put on the board. You know, tempo them out. Don't worry about their combo abilities. Just get it out there and be able to contest the board, or just have something on the board. There's a lot of decisions like this you need to make sometimes where you don't get 100% value out of the card, but you just need to tempo things out, and you need to know when to do that. So it just takes a long time to get comfortable with the deck. So just play it and play it and play it some more, and eventually you'll get to the point where you're comfortable with it. And then you just need to play it and play it and play it some more, and you'll get good at it. And then play it and play it and play it some more, and you'll get excellent at it. So Don't get discouraged if you play this deck and you feel like it sucks, because I've been there for sure. You know, sometimes it feels like you never get your gadgets in, you never get the right cards you need when you need them, and it happens. So you just got to go with it and try and make the best decisions in the moment that you can with the cards you have. That's the Miracle Rogue. So check out the videos I got of the gameplays, and you know, if you've got any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll be sure to check those out. Hopefully you learned something, and I'll see you later. I'm nowhere near getting a golden portrait with any class. Well, hey, it's a mirror match, more than likely, right?
I always do.
So I think I can keep the Tomb Villager. If I keep Shiv, what am I dealing 1 damage to? There's nothing to deal 1 damage to. Huh. Maybe that's greedy. I don't know. We shall see. Okay, we got the conceal. Yeah, we got double conceal. That's super helpful. And not really helpful at all. Okay, we're getting spells, so there's that. Probably should have done damage there. Because what am I doing next turn? Nothing. Although if I get the deadly poison and they... yeah, it's fine. Yep, should have just dealt the damage. Oh well. So they can coin something out here, which kind of sucks. I don't really have any good way to deal with it next turn. I'm pretty committed to playing Tomb Pillager next turn.
So many options.
Yes, there are a lot of options. Always options with Rogue. That's it, huh? Okay.
Thank you.
I mean, this is gonna die for sure, but might as well get something on the board, right? Hey Ninja, what's up, man? I'm just getting my ass kicked playing Miracle Rogue. Actually, I just started, so I don't know if I'm getting my ass kicked yet or not. We'll find out. I could coin this out, but that would be dumb because I can't do anything yet. I think we just cycle a card draw. The Phantom Knives. Give. Okay. Could just cycle another card draw with that. I don't know.
So many. I'll choose soon.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. I don't regret it. I think it's fine. Because at the very least, I can play Gadgets in, Coin, Conceal this turn, if I don't get a prep. And I think getting this card out of the way was good. Eviscerate. Okay, well, here we go.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Okay. So, we just conceal.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Wow, it's like I'm watching myself in a mirror. How much damage do I have this turn? God damn, that's a lot, isn't it? 6, 10. Play both of those for another 8, so it's 18, 19, 5, 6, 7, prep. 23? Okay. Well, I don't think we do that just yet. Probably. You know what I could do, though? Well, maybe we just cycle a bunch of shit then.
So many options.
Actually, this isn't terrible.
Choose suit.
Time's up. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Seems pretty good. I mean, he used 1 fan of knives already, right? So you can't double fan of knives here. Oh, that sucks. Forgot about that. At least he has chicken. That's okay, though. I mean, I've still got 8. I mean, he's still dead next turn. Unless he can kill me here somehow. Oh, no problem, Ninja.
Choose suit.
GG.
Well played.
So, yeah.
Time to pay.
Boom. I probably misplayed the end part too. That probably could have been done better as well, but
Versus
fuck it.
Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Watch your back.
Sometimes these turns with these rogue decks can be challenging. We keep Fan of Knives since it's Warlock, so it's probably Zoo. We keep this too. Maybe even keep that. Maybe we keep this whole hand. Okay. I don't know. We'll find out if this was bad or not. Could be a Reno, though. Which could be bad. 2. I don't know. All depends on how fast we can get our cards compared to him getting his cards. And if we can do enough burst damage in one turn.
Why do you call?
Okay, well, it's Zeus, so that's good. I guess, I mean, it's whatever, right?
Put this apple on your head.
That's an annoying card.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
think I'm gonna keep the fan Blood Mage until turn 5 so I can do more damage. Maybe that's good. I don't really know.
So
Be perfectly
many
honest.
options.
Could sap that to kill this. Feels kind of bad though. I'm definitely gonna play this though.
Here we go.
This is gonna be a tough one. Probably gonna lose. Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And Zoo is very fast. As you can tell, I'm almost dead.
So many options.
I think I actually killed a wolf here.
Here we go.
That way he can't just kill this for free necessarily. I mean, he probably will anyway. I mean, not for free, but he'll just run the abusive into it. But at least there's a chance that the knife juggle will miss. Hey, see? And then I can clear the... Well, I don't know if I want to clear this whole board. Maybe I do. Not sure. Depends on if he plays something else. Okay. That's fine then. Aw, you dick. I think I need to do it. Just get a refresh on the board. Draw a card. I only have one earthen ring in this deck though, so that's already done. I'm already down to 16 still, so not gonna be easy for sure. And I don't really have any of my cards yet, so I think playing Azure Drake this next turn will be good. Oh, Shadow Strike's good on that. I mean, I don't know if he's running... Yeah, I don't care. I don't care if he's running that or not. Could prep Shadow Strike, but that just seems bad. I don't need to do that. I would like to play the Azure Drake though, but...
Here we go. I can't do that.
Does still have another Juggler. As well as Forbidden Rituals. I'm definitely playing Drake this turn. My health is not at a good state either. Like, I'm really within burst damage range. Which is not good. I think we have to sap that.
Here we go.
So I have 8 damage from in hand. So that's 12, 13, 14. 6 damage off. I really wish I had a backstab instead of sapping that. Like, the backstab would have been a lot better.
Secrets will uncover. My shield for Argus.
Mm. Van Cleef. Alright. Guess I'm gonna use one of these. Leroy Jenkins. Well, that's good.
The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Here we go.
Not that he would be able to do anything anyway. But just in case. Just in case he got, like, well, it wouldn't matter anyway, like a corruption, but it doesn't matter. It's too slow. Now, of course, we got Leroy in the pocket anyway, so even if he puts up some taunts, we can get through him. Well, get through one anyway. I should be able to get through two, but then we'll only get one thing through to do damage to his face, but should be enough, because then we can hit with our face for one. So Van Cleef is going through if he gets taunts down.
My shield for Argus.
Okay, no problem.
Well played.
Slapdogs. All of you. This time.
Nice! 2 games in a row with this deck I suck with. Sweet! This deck is actually good when it works. Holy shit.
Valera versus.
Aw, man. Stupid shaman.
For Doomhammer.
Watch your back.
Well, this is good. We keep this? I don't know. That's not that good. I'd rather have both backstabs. Ah, healing. That's good. And a body. Leroy, you bastard. I don't want to talk bad about you, though. Did a good job last game. Trogs rule. Well, this Trog's dead.
Here we go.
Oh, this is really bad.
It's getting hot in here.
Alright, I think we just tempo play this shit.
Eyes are open.
Seems to be the slightly more aggressive version. Face, 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 face. You piece of shit. These jugglers never work for me, man. They never work for me. But I guess for this guy, they're just all that, huh? Oh, I'm gonna go face. Fuck this guy. God, my hand is so bad right now. Yeah. I think I could have won
The light protects me.
had that juggler not hit that. Had not hit my earthen ring. Shit. cards. That's not a card that does anything for me. Alright, well,
Here we
fine.
go.
There he is. Totem Golem himself. This is definitely a very aggressive version of Shaman. Okay, well, Conceal doesn't do anything. Actually, I could draw some cards here and get a body on the board. That actually wouldn't be bad.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Fortunately, I can't conceal, but okay. I'm gonna take some damage off the board here too, or some more damage with my face. That was the best outcome under the circumstances. I do have the other gadgets in my hand, which is good. Might be able to get the ball rolling on this. Hopefully he doesn't have anything good to play this turn. He probably does, though. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Damn. Hoping for another prep. 3 damage. I could draw cards still.
Here we go.
And Fan and Eyes would be alright. That hurts. Hurts quite a bit. Okay. Yes, there's that.
So many wonderful poisons.
Okay, there's Fan of Knives. Doesn't really do anything right now.
Choose soon.
Time to pay.
Job done.
So I could do double Leroy again, right? Yeah, because that's 12, 20. Damn, it's only 23. Damn. Not looking good, but yeah, I've got stuff I can do. Just need to not die this turn, which is unlikely. Okay. That's a start. Definitely a start. Oh man, do I win? I think I win. I think I win. Right? Because I can sap. Yeah, I just gotta figure it out, right? Yeah. It's not that hard though.
Time to pay.
Boom!